Let's go.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and welcome to my review of Dragon Ball Super, episode 32. This episode of Dragon Ball Super was nothing but hype. Oh my god, the amount of hype buildup for the Universe 6 is too real. And then next week, we're going to start the first match of the Universe 6 tournament, and I'm actually really excited to see Boltamo, that was his name. Excuse me, my bad. I can never remember like some of these names. Some of them I remember, but not all of them. Basically, we got the Boltamo and Goku's fight coming up next week, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Not only that though, we finally get to learn more about Modaka, and we see that even though his looks may not look much, he looks like someone that you can sort of like, well, how would I say this? He looks like someone that you can actually beat like in an RPG. Like, he looks like one of those low tier goblin like creatures from an RPG game. By the way, speaking of RPGs, get Fire Emblem Fate. It's amazing. Just saying, it's a really amazing RPG. But anyways, and speaking of which, I got Conquest, which was the version I got, and I love Conquest. I think, to me, it definitely beats up Bird, right? At least in my personal opinion. I'm not getting into that right now. Speaking of that, I'm going to try working I might do my first impressions, or if not on first impressions, I might do maybe I'm going to try to do a review. Well, of course, Nintendo will allow me to show gameplay footage, even though it's just going to be me on camera, which no one's going to like too much. But whatever, though, I mean, that's just my thing. But regardless, yeah. So, anyways, I'll get to that when the time comes. What Fire Emblem Fates. Excuse me. Anyways, so with this fight, with this episode going on, we're just setting up for things to come. The tournament, story progression-wise, we have finally reached the Universe 6 tournament. The pacing was extremely quick for this episode. We got from point A to point B extremely quick in this episode, and I love it. It beats the pacing of the original Dragon Ball Z, like, bar none. Like, we've already finally just gotten things done. We are finally at the tournament, and from what I've been hearing, we're actually getting very close to the manga, so this means it's gonna distance itself probably from the original manga. Even though, in my personal opinion, Super should have took some lenience with the anime, and they should have just made Gohan the fourth fighter. I'm just saying, Gohan should have been in this, because Majin Buu, oh my god. Like, it was funny, don't get me wrong, like, it actually was pretty funny. How Majin Buu was just pretty much like trying to not write down his name, but he was just fucking just like dueling off, writing a whole bunch of shit, like drawing like ice cream or food or whatever the fuck sweet foods he likes, and he just falls asleep during the written test. That's part of the written test in order to actually make it into the qualifications of the tournament. So that really blows for Majin Buu, so he lost his place. But before we get to that, though, let's talk about the beginning stuff, which was actually even more awesome, because we got to see Goku and Vegeta train the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, and they look pretty fucking cool, just like battling out. But the real awesomeness was not only that, but you know what the real most awesome thing was? The most incredible sight to see in this episode? Mr. Popo and fucking Dende playing tennis. Yo, these guys ain't playing no Mario Ultra Tennis, son. They playing some motherfucking real street gangsta fucking hardcore tennis, motherfucker. Both Popo and Dende. And that shit was actually, okay, joking aside, but still, it was actually pretty cool to see like them interact like that. That was actually a pretty interesting part in this episode. Even though it wasn't really like the most funniest thing, it was actually just pretty like, it's just an odd combination to see Popo and Dende playing a game of tennis. Like, I could just imagine, like, you'll serve, green one. You'll serve, Dende. They just saying like that, and like, you know, being on there. It's like, oh, yes, you too, Mr. Popo. And it's like, it's funny, though. But, like, you know, I could just imagine that. They should have done something like that, like, with a running joke. That would have been funny. But anyways, though, we get to see, you know, Goku and Vegeta train. and they realize something. Oh yeah, and also, what's just funny that Goku made a comment, or no, Vegeta made a comment saying like, well, you know, can you just act your age? He says like, oh, but I'm still pretty young. Like, I thought like Saiyans was supposed to be this young active, and they don't grow facial hair. I mean, they don't actually grow old in age until like they reach 80 or something like that. And then like Vegeta's like, that was just another statement. So Vegeta was basically just saying some shit. Like, he doesn't really particularly know the details. That's just like what he's heard from him growing up as a Saiyan. So that's just like what he heard. It's not really specifically true, but that's just what he heard. So anyway, but it is actually really funny after like a year's worth of training or 2 years worth over there seems like a whole day, you know, on Earth. Which is like the most shocking part of the hyperbolic time chamber. So when that happens, we see Goku and Vegeta with fucking beards and mustaches. Mustache. I gotta bring up the song, man. Yeah, and, you know, sorry, I had to bring up that song because that's exactly what it reminds me of. Mustache! And it does. So basically, we see, we actually get this other funny scene where Majin Buu just farts in the ship that they're on, and it's like a really tight space of where they actually get. It's not like a really big ship either. So even though, I don't even understand how the hell they could fucking barbecue in that ship. Like, they had like fucking like curry, not curry, but like fucking like it's ridiculous. They have like barbecues on the ship. I'm like, what the fuck? How's there like big ass room for that? Like, that shit makes no sense. The other funny thing I like is that like they sing the national anthem. It's all like a 4-word song. It's like the universe is vast or something like that, and it's like, that's it. It's over, and it sounds so nice, and the fucking crowd was into it too. And then it's like just like like that running gag with the whole like, you know, that. So then, you know, most anime tropes. Classic. Anyways, though, getting off from like the comedy side, though, we have, well, okay, let's just get this out of the way. Madoka has long nipples, okay? The dude has nipples for days, man. I don't know if he's ready to get those nipples sucked like a fucking like a fucking cow, but Jesus Christ, they were big. Not really huge, not like Bagongo huge, but just the nipples, not boobs. We're not talking about like boobs. We're not talking about that part. We're just talking about straight pointy fucking nipples, man. Like, what in God's name? Like, what was Toriyama thinking? Like, it's like a goblin. It's just a goblin with nipples. Like, that's the best way I can describe him. But like I said, looks can be deceiving because even Piccolo and Vegeta sort of had that sense that they can actually tell by the power that this dude ain't no bitch. He actually does have some really, really incredible power, really unique skill. And we haven't really seen him fight even in the manga from what I heard, so we don't truly know that. So he could be possibly on some god tier shit, close enough to Beerus' level. And he probably is on Beerus' level, like, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, it's just the way he looks. And then, like, Goku just punches him out of fucking nowhere, just to test if he can actually block that and counter it. And he did. He just took that shit. It's like, why did you take that, bro? Like, what the hell? So anyways, though, we see, we go back, and we move on to, what do you call it? What I really like, though, which is cool, is that the Supreme Kai and Kibito Kai actually are not fused anymore. They're actually separate. And basically, it's because they use the Namekian Dragon Balls to actually separate them. Which is actually really cool, because now I guess I just have to get used to seeing just Supreme Kai. Now I can't call him Kibito Kai anymore. It's just Supreme Kai and Kibito. So it's just like, it's weird now that I have to get used to them not being fused anymore. So anyways, though, even though from that, we see the other Universe 6's Supreme Kais as well. And they look pretty cool, though. I like their designs. And I don't know what it is about them, but they look like hotel, like, servant-looking fucking outfits, which I don't know why. It looks like it's the kind of shit you would get served that's like a bellboy from, like, a fucking hotel. But whatever, though. They still look pretty cool. And then we got Frost, which is like the Frieza of their universe, except I guess nicer and not like a tyrant Hitler, a space, you know, him. And then we got this Saiyan warrior who's basically from a planet called Sarada or Saravel, I believe it is. Saravel, I guess, whatever the pronunciation is. It's a weird pronunciation, but whatever. From when I actually got it. And basically, the Saiyans don't steal planets from their universe. They basically are pretty much like, they defend each planet's, whatever planet's in danger, they're there to the call to pretty much, as a rescue squad, or just like a squad that handles like all the evildoers, as they call it, on the planets. So that's basically like their job is. And then Vegeta's like, well, back in our universe, we were the ones who actually destroyed planets and also sell planets if need so. And then like he was actually shocked that, wow, they would do such assholes things. And then Vegeta's like, yeah, but don't worry, we're not like that anymore. Times have changed over the years, so we're pretty much cool with you guys now. So we're pretty much cool with all species around the planet. So what Vegeta's pretty much saying here. Anyways, though, we get this other dude, I forget his name, but then we got the main meat of this episode, which is Winnie the Pooh on steroids. I think it's like Butamo. Yeah, Butamo. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Not really feeling it. Butamo is just some dude that looks just like Winnie the Pooh. Like, let's say if Tigger like put like steroids in his fucking honey, it's like he ain't eating no honey, man. He's eating that special kind of honey, if you know what I'm saying. That shit will make him grow into a motherfucking tyrant for a while, though, because hey, kids, don't use steroids. It's wrong. Drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad. But anyways, we see him, and I've heard a lot of mixed things about him in the manga. I heard he's not one of like the best warriors there, but I guess we'll see. Maybe the anime again will do something unique, especially for the preview, because we see Goku going Super Saiyan. I believe in the manga it's different from there, so yeah, we're doing a lot of different things. Like Goku can actually turn Super Saiyan regular, which I'm actually surprised. I thought he would just keep the whole God transformation from now on, but I guess he can maintain just regular Super Saiyan. That's actually really interesting. So yeah, anyways though, we see that the first match is about to start, which is the fight between those two. I'm actually really looking forward to it a lot. So overall, this episode was actually quite good. It was actually an awesome episode. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. From beginning to end, I was really entertained. I was really into it. The pacing was fun. Some of the animation, even though some of it was on its usual Toei-ish game, pretty much, it was still a really awesome episode. I still enjoyed it. Universe 6 is moving quite along quite fast, and it's actually starting to live up to the hype, and I am loving this original content so far. I'm really excited to see what the other Universe 6 Warriors are capable of, especially that machine-looking motherfucker. I don't know what's up with him, but anyways, that's it. Overall, the episode gets a 5 out of 5. For me, personally, it was one of my favorite episodes of the series so far. Definitely cannot wait to see this match. It's going to look pretty interesting. I'm just hoping that some of these Universe 6 Warriors live up to the hype, and like these whole looks can be deceiving thing. I'm really hoping so. Just saying. Super Saiyan. Okay, I have to use that. It's pointless strip by now. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next week for episode 33 of Dragon Ball Super. Until then, this is the Ninja Reviewer sending out peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you really much watch, and see you next week.